What is up, guys? TKD here with my very first Satisfactory upload. And in today's video, I'm gonna just go over my factory and kind of what I've built of this new alien world. So let's jump into it here. So what I've gone ahead and started out with is just putting my factory here with three Mark II miners. I don't have any power shards in them, and they're all on normal nodes, which produce about 120 iron ores per minute, and then I feed them into the smelters. And from there, each smelter is color coded, as you can tell. So for white, it means it's going to be turned into iron plates. And then down here on the left, as I maneuver my way around here, this is for iron rods. As you can see, there's some screws right there, and I'll get to that in a second because those are imported. But all of these are the iron rods. I kind of set it up like this because I thought it actually added a nice touch that I could actually walk under all the conveyor belts and whatnot, and so it looked pretty good. So um, yeah, and so these buffers are just kind of there so that I can keep it running and build up as many iron rods as possible, and just kind of have as much storage as I want. And as you can see, there was that last one at the very end, and that kind of went up, and then it went back to, I guess, kind of like the beginning or the back of the factory. And that goes up to floor two, and I'll show you that right now. So here we are at floor two, where I make all my reinforced iron plates and rotors. And as you can see, this is where I import my screws, and I'll show you guys that factory here in a minute. But yeah, so I just kind of have a car or truck, sorry, ship it all in, and feed these assemblers. So every assembler is, as I was saying, is one's for rotors, and then the other ones on the right side are for reinforced iron plates. And if I'm correct, there should be five for each one. And just by luck that it just got dark, but that's okay. So as you see, the rotors, after they're made, go up to the back, and those will go up to the third floor. And then as we continue here over to the right, here are the reinforced, or sorry, not the reinforced iron plates, just the normal iron plates that get shipped in from the bottom up to the second floor. So kind of the idea here is that I'm just using all my materials from the first floor to put onto the second floor, and yeah, and make these all look nice. So same kind of layout as the first floor, as you could see, kind of down there at the beginning. Um, I had all the man, what are they called? Like the elevator things go into these buffers, and then they go into these tanks or storage units, and from here, um, these go up and all the way down to the back of the room again. And so I'll go ahead and show you the third floor. And so here we are at the third floor. And here I just make smart plating and modular frames. So, um, this factory is really just solely what I can make out of iron. It's kind of the whole intention, just keep it real nice and simple. And so as you can see, yeah, there's my modular frame assembler. Um, and yeah, so I get all my imports from the back. Oh, and this part is actually kind of interesting. So the reinforced iron plates is I had to split it into two-thirds and a third. So what I did here is I did a splitter that split it that direction, and then I gave it a third of that way, and then I had to split again back into the same path so that I could get two-thirds going the other way. Because half of my machines require two-thirds the amount of reinforced iron plates that I'm making, while the other half requires just a third. So kind of interesting how I figured that out, but neat little trick because I don't have programmable splitters yet. So yeah, and so that kind of is the end of it. There's the modular frames, and as you see, same kind of setup. And I'm actually not exporting these anywhere right now, so they kind of just end there, waiting for these guys to to fill all the way up. So here in like the very top floor, it's kind of just a mess. I really just kind of set this up as a way to make um, the heavy modular frames and then computers, as you see on the other side over there. Um, there's really, like, I mean, this is really bad organization, but I just wanted to be able to make them a little bit more autonomously. So you can see I have 14 computers and I've got myself about 130. Um, and so that kind of concludes my iron factory. So we'll go ahead and head over to the screw factory and give you guys a look. So here's a screw factory. In this factory, I have four Mark IIs on impure nodes, so it's pumping out 240 iron ore per minute, which directly translate into the one-to-one conversion to iron ingots, and then from there, it turns into rods. And so this smelter just feeds those four constructors, and then this other smelter feeds the other four over there, as you see. And over here, I've combined these two to go ahead and feed like kind of the other side of the factory, as you'll see right here. Yeah, so all the iron ingots go right down that line. And I thought this looked really good. So I just have the iron rods go straight up and then meet on top kind of towards the ceiling, and these go all the way down. And I just think this looks so good. Um, and it goes back up onto the second floor where the screws are made. Makes it super compact. It looks good. Um, and so, yeah, let's go ahead and hop up here. Playing out a better way of transportation up there, but that's okay. So here you see the iron rods. They kind of go down there, and they just split all the way across into the constructors. And so, like I said, yeah, it looks like the ones on the right are totally full, and it doesn't seem like I'm really using them. But yeah, so you look right here, all the screws get transported down that way. And same as on this side, as we go and walk down here. Oh, let's see. Yeah, so how I've set this up is the screws kind of come down here and then it drops down these guys. And same on the other side over there as well. Um, and then it drops down once more and goes straight into the storage units. And I kind of put that one on the rock there. um, but yeah, so same thing there. And if I'm not mistaken, it makes 960 screws per minute. I believe that's right. So it's a pretty good screw factory. You always need screws. It kind of never ends. So that kind of concludes the screw factory. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.